Amid tough times of COVID-19 pandemic, 3 of the families in the Dangjing Kuno, Maning Lekai are suffering from cancer and are surviving on neighbors' help. India's COVID-19 tally is nearing 95 lakhs with over 36,000 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. The COVID rate stands above 94%. And the United Kingdom becomes the first country in the world to approve the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine for mass use. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Afternoon Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. Now top stories and latest news at this hour. Amidst the tight-timed and tough-timed of COVID-19 pandemic, 3 of a family in the Dangjing Kuno, Maning Lekai are suffering from cancer. The family is surviving on whatever food items given to them by the local residents. Impact News reporter Ketrimim Premchan and camera person El Kavi bring you a special report.
Ningthojam Itomsa from Dangjing Kuno Maning Lekai of Sugnu Assembly constituency in Kaksing district has tried his best to support his family and for his children's education. His wife Inautombi has always assisted and supported him. She even worked as a laborer in a sandfield. Adversity struck the family when Inautombi was diagnosed with breast cancer in early 2019. Itomsa, who was looking out for every possible ways for his wife's treatment, was also diagnosed with periampullary cancer the same year.
I munse laibak thiba haiba imama haibu oire I kolas thaba challe adu ma operation tawne na phone tawre CMT car si parba matungsida ai nupi private tawbnina paisa di puthornga leitabnina mingon di aphang aphangba puruga aise paisa si puthoga aise ai nupi jo operation tawbni suman tawbdiga ai upali tabdiga ai gi ingon do yongi ingon yol matong nami mayam gi sen puru du singba konadre adu kana omma kharan adi nungsibidna thobiraktab su yawe andagi de ai upali tadna ai ge car sidagi taru hidak kapada Thamada Rupalising Nipu Manga, Sumana, Changmadagi, Sahi Loidringaida, Tha Taruk Tarekishaida, Kartki Paishaji Tatkre.
Their second child, Monica, is trying her hands on weaving and working as a private tutor for her parents' medical expenses and to support the entire family.
Pupusu na mamasu, babasu, pulak na nabangag tangay. Ana bagi mo ora bumane do aina school puiba school private school amde ojana pujabane do covid laibini na school su kadre do tolop su phangre yang wa jumda ngang amani private taw jabnati family maintain daw ngamde ba iben babagi doctor chapagi bara phapo pu ngamde ba tunati inaur pam leisna angang obni na khachu khangre do aisu college di tawjari to tawraso aigi form fill up adi admission ke dawbase ai adum aun tawjarabane scholarship ko bakra tharaga scholarship ki paisa dana migi mamai operation tawbada purba paisa pu singba yaiba mas tangai padabane sing o habda ai scholarship phangba paisa dana mamai purba paisa singiba ado yangwan pujari yum se aina bura pu maktinate laikai na sudum khara mating tawbire
Manungi saba thakpase ai laikai gi mapan hingbani haibe yare laikai ngina pibibane ai chencha cheng pi ai dagi thum thau pi re ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯍꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯃꯊꯟ ꯈꯛꯇꯅ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯦꯠ ꯇꯝꯕꯁꯤꯅꯗꯤ ꯀꯣꯟꯅꯗꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯅꯨꯄꯥ ꯃꯆꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯨ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝꯕꯒꯤ
Hardly 20-year-old Monica is bearing all the responsibilities of the family, which was already facing enough flights even when her parents were held and hurting. The deprived family currently survives on whatever helps they get from their relatives and locals and free rice grains provided by the government.
Relatives mayam adaidi adum angam di tobire adubo mi family loin lainabanina ai gi da para onjin bi biding am thadana waba kan de ai yam wa ado mama baba personally laying ninge ado ngamna ba chona jage ne khale do ngamdre sidagi na imphal bak chapa ji da hujise baraji double lae hanadi chama tang tingam ba chani tang tingam ba je hujikti chaunga chatruk tinge daban chal abani na aduna baraji laita ba si yam wae.
Itomso's father, Nithozam Kumar, is also suffering from lungs cancer and his mother has ceased in her womb. Itomsa and Inautombi said Chief Minister Gi Hakshirul Gi Tengbang scheme has been a great help to them so far. They appeal to the authorities concerned to provide them benefits under Ayushman Bharat initiated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as many family members are suffering from the disease.
Health card se yaragadi Prime Minister gi doina on bi on hajabne do kari kam condition laibin no khandi ya bi tre do adu do olaga di yam di lungai jani adu CM HT paramasina chu baba hoi ji baba lai jai ne khanjai ba do si di yam lungai jani adu ga ka che adu da kana to ba yaragadi on to bi yaragadi onan janinge adu mata
ka chima khaktang na ai upai di amo hele ida kapagi damakta di aduga akoina saita sa kano private tawda yadaba test tawrokpa adegi lambi chatpagi bara laitaba asigumbada adegi hida langtha kharaju kaatki manung chandaba khara laiba yaurokpa asumada dum chatpagi paisa sene waris.
With camera person El Kabi, this is Ketumium Premsan, reporting for Impact News, Kaksing District.
Welcome back. Old Manipur Arts and Culture Students' Union appeals to the state government and authorities of the Manipur University of Culture to resolve the prevailing issue of admission at the earliest. Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur has appealed to appoint regular principals and required staff of Dhanamanjuri College teacher education and to enhance teachers' training. Speaking to media at Desam office in Kwakaithel today, Desam President Namirakpum Addition said provision for proper training of teachers so that they can mold students in a better manner is clearly mentioned in the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations for Education, New Education Policy and Vision 2030, stating that no entrance test was conducted to admission to MIT course in the college. He urged the authorities concerned not to repeat the same for admission to B.Ed course. In addition, also appealed to the Education Department to take stock of B.Ed and M.Ed courses being offered by private colleges and other institutions.
Manipur government ki amat tangairaba teacher education gi college se masigi waliba infrastructure oiraba su natraga namadu teaching faculty non teaching staff sing Manipur government na cabinet warep lauraga di laigre na tajai adubu ma thabak to onthokpadi ngasi fawba thabak to onthoktri masi ekoina thabak ta onthok piu na appeal to teacher education gi mahiro sing takpi tambi guderiba oja sing mu train tawbugi laibiriba institution sing se Manipur government na madi tongan na masigi laibiriba stakeholder sing masigi responsible person sing na mas kupna yingchin bire haraga Manipur da oja oibiriba khudimak sing jam ningthira train tawre haraga hawulak liba mahiro sing se da ningthit takpi tambiba Manipur ki thorok leba mipung kudimuk citizen singse matik chaba yamna afaba du citizen ma helak pa haibase masibu mahiro sing takpi tambi giduba osa sing da ningthi da train tawbu natanadi.
Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur is presenting its annual Khonglang Thaba Khonga Award to outstanding government and private school teachers on its foundation day. Desam invites applicants for the award latest by 20th of November. Mukta Bharat Campaign Committee Thoubal and Ningol Club Hairok jointly organized awareness and education programs on the prevention of substance and alcohol abuse today. The program held at the community hall of Divine Life Club ground was a part of Nasha Mukta Bharat campaign held in 9 districts of the state, sponsored by Union Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Speaking on the occasion, Thoubal District Police Deputy SP Operation A. Kalendro appreciated Ningol Club Hairok for carrying out anti-drug drives to curb the drug menace, which is in line with government's war against drugs, highlighting the plights of facing women members of drug abusers' families. He reiterated that law enforcing agencies are striving to curb the drug menace. District Social Welfare Officer Rambam Kameshwar stressed on the Nasha Mukta Bharat campaign at the event.
Nisha Zawale Ramadi taking Romano Pangugadi, I believe, Wakaro Namaka, when the filter on the is very much appreciated. When the Chalubujum to Nishale Ramagadi, all taking Nupidu Panguri. What do you want? You not have one thing at the Mapam, the lady in that Magi Batak Pumba Mapata, Nupas in China, Nisha Taraga, Abu Pangupa taking the Moidi Yadi, Abu Matasem with their boy, Asikumba, taking a Shelo Tumnaba. अकोई करीबुंबा खरा गवर्नमेंट में माके दिगी नातन नाय बचनतना अकोई इशाजी कराय तरोगा निशाजे क्रमान हंदन बे यागत की है बचे अकोई कन्ने नहीं नव दरकार ओय.
In an unfortunate incident, one BSF Jawan was killed in an unprovoked ceasefire violation by Pakistan along the line of control in Rajouri on December 1st. The deceased is BSF Sub-Inspectors Pautin Saad Guite from the Mafaukuki village in Senapati district. The incident took place at the Tarkundi area of Mandhar in Ponch district. Inspector General of BSF Jammu Frontier N.S. Jamwald paid rich tribute to the sub-inspector and said he was a gallant and sincere borderman. He mentioned that S.I. Pautin Saad Guite not only retaliated to the enemy fire but also saved many of his colleagues' lives. He eulogized S.I. Pautin Saad Guite and asserted that the nation will always remained in debt to him for his supreme sacrifice and devotion to duty. The mortal remains of the deceased martyrs will be sent by air on his birthplace in the Mafaukuki village in Senapati district, where his last rites will be performed with full state honors. BSF expressed condolences and also shared the grief of the bereaved family. It may be mentioned that 15 individuals, including 9 security personnel, were killed in multiple ceasefire violations by Pakistani troops in various sectors in the Union territory on November. 113 Battalion Border Security Force under the initiative of Commandant Hidam Subbold felicitated the families of BSF martyrs of Manipur on the occasion of 56th BSF Rising Day yesterday. The battalion presented mementos and gifts to the surviving families of the personnel who had made supreme sacrifices to secure and defend the unity and integrity of the country. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News. Welcome back after the break. You're watching Afternoon Bulletin. India's COVID-19 tally has crossed 94.99 lakh with 36,604 new cases reported in the last 24 hours. Country's recovered cases have reached 89 lakh 32,647 and recovery rates improved to 94.03%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, that toll has reached 1 lakh 38,122 and active COVID-19 cases have come down to 4 lakh 28,644. Government has said that top 5 states, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal have shown decline in active COVID-19 cases from November 1st till December 1st. However, Maharashtra is still on top with above 90,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by Kerala with above 61,000 active cases. Globally, coronavirus has infested above 6 crore 42 lakh 46,000 people, above 1 crore 4 lakh 87,000 people have died and recoveries are above 4 crore 44 lakh 92,000. United States of America is on top with more than 54 lakh 98,000 active cases of COVID-19, followed by India and Brazil, while China, from where the pandemic started, is at 72nd position with just 268 active cases of COVID-19. In the Northeast states, Assam's total confirmed COVID-19 cases are 2,12,998, out of which 3,486 are active cases. Tripura's confirmed COVID-19 cases are 32,723, out of which 571 are active cases. Manipur's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 25,243, out of which 3,236 are active cases. It is to be noted that Manipur has the second highest active cases of COVID-19 in the Northeast states. Arunachal Pradesh's COVID-19 tally has reached 16,296 and active cases are 786. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally is 11,209, out of which 843 are active cases. There are 669 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya, 291 in Mizoram and 284 in Sikkim. The United Kingdom has become the first country in the world to approve the Pfizer-BioNTech coronavirus vaccine for widespread use. The vaccine could be rolled out in Europe next week. The United Kingdom has already ordered 40 million doses, enough to vaccinate 20 million people with 2 shots each. Around 10 million doses should be available soon, with the first doses arriving in the coming days. U.S. drug maker Pfizer and Germany's BioNTech reported a final trial results on November 18 that showed their vaccine's candidate was 95% effective in preventing COVID-19 with no major safety concerns, as per British regulator. The MHRA, according to experts, although vaccinations can start, people still need to remain vigilant and follow coronavirus rules to stop the spread. That means striking with the social distancing and face masks. The testing people who may have the virus are asking them to isolate. The US-based Moderna on Monday, it would asked the EU regulator to recommend conditional approval for its shot. Meanwhile, Dr. Reddy's laboratory and the Russian Direct Investment Fund on Tuesday said they have commenced adaptive phase 2 and 3 clinical trials for Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccine in India. Sado Hyanglam condemned taking of 10,000 rupees from the family of deceased Iboton from Hyanglam Awang Lekai, who was hospitalized at the Jiband Hospital, Kakching, as Iboton was tested COVID-19 positive only after his death. Sedo expressed suspicion over his COVID-19 status as all other family members have tested negative for COVID-19. Press release from the Sedo says the hospital authorities might have made a mistake and appealed to the relevant authorities to look into the matter. Farmers continue agitation against the new farmed laws by staging a sit-in at the Noida-Delhi border for the second day today, leading to closure of a key route that connects Uttar Pradesh with the national capital. 3 hours marathon, the high-level meeting on the farmers' issue ended without any resolution on Tuesday evening at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. Government offered to set up a committee to look into their issues but was rejected by representatives of 35 agitating organizations. Centre called for another round of talks on Thursday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other central leaders have time and again reassured that the new agricultural reforms will give the farmers more options and legal protection. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has even declared that MSP and the old Mandi system will continue along with the new agricultural reforms. Meanwhile, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called out in support of the protesting Indian farmers while greeting people on the Guru Purab Day. Prime Minister Justin said that the situation is concerning and Canada will be always there to defend rights of peaceful protesters. However, India has called Mr. Justice's remark unwarranted.
I would be remiss if I didn't start also by recognizing the news coming out of India about the protest by farmers. The situation is concerning and we're all very worried about family and friends. Canada will always be there to defend the right of peaceful protest. We believe in the importance of dialogue, and that's why we've reached out through multiple means directly to the Indian authorities to highlight our concerns.
Irravat Foundation Manipur condemns the Agriculture Department for failing to distribute adequate winter crops, seed and saplings for cultivation this year. Press release from the foundation urged government to take befitting actions against the officials concerned of the department. Now the sports news. Mumbai City Football Club has dropped East Bengal Football Club 3-0 in the 13th match of the 7th Indian Super League. In the 13th match of the league hosted by Goa at the GMC Stadium last evening, Adam Lee Fonda scored 2 goals at 28 and 48 minutes and Hernand Santana scored 1 goal at the 58th minute of the match. Hyderabad Football Club will play against Jamshedpur Football Club in the 14th match of the league at Goa's Tilak Maidan tonight at 7:30. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Amid tough time of COVID-19 pandemic, 3 of the families in the Tangjeng Kuno Mamning Laikai are suffering from cancer and surviving on neighbors' help. India's COVID-19 tally is nearing 95 lakhs with over 36,000 new cases reported in last 24 hours. Recovery rate stands above 94%. And the United Kingdom became the first country in the world to approve the Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine for mass use. Well, thank you so much for being with us. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Instagram, the Twitter, and YouTube. Well, until then, have a great afternoon and stay safe.
Lana Thauram Malem Taibang Pan